It's Easter weekend, 2016. My wife and my kids have been gone on a trip. They've been visiting my wife's sister, who just had a baby. Congratulations, guys. Number 4. My sister's coming into town. My other sister's coming into town. We're making Bloody Marys. We're gonna do a Easter beer hunt. I swear that I'm not an alcoholic. Anyway. It's not a particularly nice day out today, but I gotta go out anyway, so let's do it. So I'm going to pick up my sister from the bus station, which kind of sucks because it's my day off, and the bus station is literally like right down the street from my work, which is like 45 minutes away. But that's okay. It's worth it for you, Christine. There's been a weird series of events on this vlog, like on my videos specifically. I started out and I had that whole travel day, and I didn't really explain where I was going or what I was doing, and I'm still not going to. I did a second video, and it was just a project that I wanted to work on, and so I thought, hey, here's a cool way to work on this project. Week 3 came along, and it was fun, family day, whatever. So I did all of this other stuff last week. Went for this like hike and talked for a long time, and it ended up being like really unreasonably shaky. I did tell a pretty funny story and I pieced it together, so here's a part of what I did last week. Funny story about this trail. I grew up in this neighborhood, and so I used to go running on these trails. And there was one time that I was running on this trail and somebody was riding a horse. I'm running along, minding my own business. All of a sudden I noticed behind me is this horse galloping up. So I get off to the side. They start getting off to the side too. So I move over to the other side, start moving up the trail this way. And eventually they get so close to me that I end up having to dive off into the woods to try to get away from them. That's why I hate horses today. Anyway, in reality, it was probably more like I tried to run into the woods to get away from this horse and tripped on a log and fell. But hey, you know what? It's my story, not yours, so leave me alone. So I don't know, was that unbearably shaky? I'm not really sure if it was or not. I tried to use stabilizer on it, but the software even was just kind of warpy, and I don't know. If you like stories like that, leave a comment and let me know, because I don't know what content to put out. So, when you guys see something that you're like, hey, that was good, that was good content, let me know in the comments so that I know to continue making that type of content, because I'm not really sure. If you comment, I promise I will try to respond, but I might not. I don't know. Wait.
You started a new one.
Did I start a new one? I don't know what happened when I was just trying to take a video, but it didn't take the beginning of it. So again, this is my sister.
And just in case you were wondering, all that noise, it wasn't Greg farting, it was just the road.
It was. Look.
We're in some kind of poultry research place.
She's making fun of me because she said poultry research, and I started laughing about it like it was like some sort of insult to the researchers who work in this area. And she was like, no, I think that's tawdry research. You remember how we talked about getting chicken from like every fast food chicken place and having just like
A poultry research party?
Give a little backstory here into the Bloody Mary hunt for the greatest Bloody Mary. I am not a tomato fan. I hate tomatoes. Like, I can't stand the texture, the taste, anything about tomatoes. Like, I really just don't like them. But I like ketchup, I like salsa, I like Bloody Marys. And I didn't like Bloody Marys until pretty recently. And it might have been a situational thing that arrangement of events was that I ended up having a Bloody Mary that was really good for the first time. Just, you know, kind of made me fall in love with them. But since then, I've been making Bloody Marys, and every time I make them, they get a little bit better. That is the guy. Cheers. It's Easter morning, and we are headed over to the in-laws for an Easter egg hunt. We're both very tired.
Silly things like diamond rings fall between other things like you and I. We used to have a coffee pot, we used it a lot to sit around and talk about everything we always want, but we'll never get. But a dreamer is still a dreamer till you wake them up.
Okay, so I was trying to tell this story in the car, but Judah was crying and it wasn't really working. But Easter's a weird holiday in my house because I have all these terrible memories of Easter and just always being sick, like every year being sick on Easter. There's just been a lot of really weird Easters in my family. Like I have memories of just being in the basement while everybody else in my house is upstairs, like eating, you know, lamb dinners, socializing and everything. Meanwhile, I'm down in the basement, like with a bucket next to my couch, and I'm just bundled up in blankets and watching old reruns of How I Met Your Mother for 8 hours straight. So it's kind of a weird holiday. Everything's been going pretty smoothly so far. Anyway, nobody's gotten sick yet, so fingers crossed. What's wrong, sweetie?
Now that I'm alone, well, I guess that's how it goes. But I do remember every time that
Here's what I want to know. Are any that are still hidden visible from where I'm standing right now?
I don't know. I think there might be one. Yeah, I see one more.
You see one more?